Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. With that, we move on to the next session titled Evolving Role of a CIO in Today's Enterprise. And it's an honor and privilege to welcome and introduce Vidya Rao, Chief Information Officer, Genpact, for this session. Vidya, over to you.
Thanks, Ivan. Good morning, everyone. And first of all, thanks to all the organizers for having me on this session. It's a privilege to be speaking to this community, the entire BPO community of India. Today, I will be speaking to you all about how the CIO role has probably evolved over several years. And I would like to share a few of my experiences as well. To start with, I started in this role a year ago, a little over a year ago. And even last year, thanks to COVID of this year, even the role that I joined last year was not probably as exciting as the role that I have played this year. Now, just I wanted to speak about my experience in about what I thought was the role of a CIO few years back. I would think maybe 10 years ago. The role of the CIO was very traditional role, by which I mean the focus was always on how do you keep the IT lights on, pretty much BAU, look at cost, manage the cost of technology for the organization. The CIO and the team, the IT team, was always being judged or evaluated at the end of the year based upon the uptime that the applications had for the rest of the business. Not just the application, the infrastructure, the data, all of it. There was a lot more focus on only managing the hardware assets and the software assets and ensuring that all the information and hence the data of the organization was safeguarded within the parameters of the organization. Typically, in a nutshell, the way I would like to frame this is the role of the CIO was more, if you may, pretty much providing services or being order takers or from the business and delivering the services as the business wanted you to deliver. Now, over a period of time, this role has definitely changed dramatically, I would say. And that has been due to multiple factors. The COVID scenario has only enhanced the digital evolution and hence the role of the CIO in a completely different trajectory altogether. Now, if you look at the latest and greatest digital technologies that are currently available, the role has become more important. The CIO now has a seat at the table along with the CEO and the other business stakeholders of the organization and of the client organization, because today the digital technology is what drives the business. Businesses' strategies are largely based on what is the technology that is available to them, and hence the business strategy or the business blueprint has also changed on how the clients would like to drive the business in today's world. In order to match this pace, the role of the CIO has completely changed from an order taker to more an innovator, to more the team that actually defines the integration and of the business and the technology with an architecture or a blueprint that is relevant to the business. Moreover, technologies are changing rapidly, so the teams have to start embracing new technologies which matches their business goals. There are plenty of choices in the market. There are organizations that choose to be with the tried and tested, but there are organizations that are constantly evolving and adapting the latest and the greatest technology. And this, I'm not talking about this only from an application or an ERP perspective, but I'm talking for the entire gamut of the technology, which starts from infrastructure, applications, and now more importantly, the data as well. So there is a lot of scope to drive innovation, and disrupt the industry just so that the businesses and the revenue of your organization grows further. Literally, I think the role has now almost become like the role of a CEO. That's why I say CEO by proxy. The CIO is now responsible for the performance of digital enabled operations. Operations cannot today function without technology. The operations are not traditional operations with no intervention of technology, but there is a demand from the customers to use technology, rather the ML based or AI based technologies, to automate the operations, to give better and more predictable insights to the clients. And hence, where we were a few years ago, where the organization, the IT organization, was always seen as a back-end organization providing support to all the functions. Now that organization has come to the forefront and become a revenue enabler. So the amount of innovation to the amount of run that the teams do, that is changing dramatically and is going to continuously increase. Of course, pandemic has only accelerated it. I'm sure most of you agree. The kind of innovation that all of us have done in the past 1 year, I don't think the organizations have done that in the past several years now. How has data now, we all speak about data, we all speak about data-driven enterprises, etc. But truly, I think data has now become most important for the CIO organization. Now, we pretty much, at least in Genpact, there is a lot of focus on who is going to be the custodian of the data, where should the data be stored, how should the data be architected, what is the architecture you would like to use to make your businesses more independent. So just democratizing the data and giving the businesses a chance to build their own code around the data is now what is being spoken about. In fact, we have a big initiative that we are running within our organizations just around the topic of data. And obviously, I don't think any organization, large or small, can only benefit if you have a data on your hand to do your business more with predictive insights, and also to apply the data-driven insights into the decisions that you make. So clearly, data is of paramount use. Now, data alone cannot, just focusing on data alone cannot, solve all the business problems. I would think the focus on data, along with technologies and the user experience that you can drive because you have the data on your hand, becomes even more important. If you also look at the CIO organization, right? Earlier it used to be a siloed function. I think now we are joining hands with the HR organizations, with the finance organizations, to bring a lot more experience to our better user experience to our employees. Most of the employees who are today joining fresh from the college are the ones who have already who were born in an era of smartphones. I don't think any of our junior engineers or the ones who have joined from college have even seen a traditional button phone. They only understand smartphones. So when they enter your organization, what kind of experience would you like to give them? How much would you like them to work on their mobiles or give access of applications on the mobiles is even more important. Now, with the pandemic, pretty much this has become a necessity, because we are not working in the confined spaces of the office anymore. We are almost every employee home has become an office. So you're now trying to connect to, in case of Genpact, to more than 100,000 employee homes. And hence the kind of experience that the employee gets is becoming the most important attribute for the HR organization to improve the employee satisfaction. Having said that, I think there are a lot of course, a lot of SOEs, system of engagement type of tools available. And incidentally, we now have ServiceNow who's sponsoring this event. They themselves have a brilliant tool. It's not just ITSM, but it's the entire experience that ServiceNow now speaks about. So I think we do need to start embracing technologies that will improve the user experience, because more and more, it is going to be about collaboration, it is going to be about engagement, and it is going to be how simple is the application that my employees can use. And that's how I would like to kind of, make a closure to this topic where I'm talking about. Please keep in mind, it's not just about technology, it's not data, but it is how you use data and technology to give that brilliant experience to your employees. That is what is going to drive the CIO's agenda. Now, this is not just internal, it is also how are you going to use the data that you have to give a better experience to your customers as well. How is customer going to tap into the data that is there on the operational floors? So if you have a large F&A engagement going on, then is there the data and the insights that you can provide to your customers in a way that it can almost be adapted to a workflow, is what we are trying to do, and hopefully I think most of the other organizations are also on this journey. So with that, thank you very much. I do think this role of the CIO or the IT function of the organizations have changed dramatically over several years, and more dramatically this year. So instead of being a back office function, we are now at the seat of the CEO. Along with the CEO, we have a seat at the table to make very strategic decisions for our firm. With that, thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Vidya, for your insights on the evolving role of a CIO in today's enterprise. Thank you for taking time off your busy schedule and joining us at this summit. We wish you and Genpact the very best going forward.
Thank you so much.